We came up with this idea probably about 6 years ago. I've seen the equine, what it's done for the equine side, and really thought it would help us with the bovine. And what we're seeing, it's really helping us elevate the level of these bulls, where we're not pounding, constantly bucking these bulls to get the exercise that we need. This pool's doing it, that low stress, that low impact, that's what we're loving about this pool.
The bull pool's purpose is to get bulls in here, get them conditioned to help their, bring in their air capacity, their lungs, and to get bulls that are hurt, cut their rehab time down in half, if not more. The bulls, when they first get here, their first couple trips, they're halfway around, they're pretty gassed. And if you lay the pool straight out, it's about half the size of an Olympic swimming pool. So, a lot of people don't think that's a long time or a long distance to swim, but we've got in and swam ourselves, and it'll take the air out of you for sure. The whole basis of us making it 10 foot, that way they would be fully submerged and swimming versus say an aqua tread or on a treadmill where they actually are doing a swim.
We are getting some bulls that are here just for rehab only, maybe have an injury that we're trying to get back to bucking, but not having to have that high impact, type exercise. And that's one thing we're seeing. Then with the conditioning, we're getting bulls that I thought, even our own bulls that I thought were really in shape. You put them in this pool, it'll tell you pretty quick, maybe they're not as in good a shape as you thought they were. Where these bulls were maybe running out of gas at 4 or 5 seconds, now we're really seeing how ranked these bulls can be at that 6, 7, 8 seconds, So, and that's what everybody's wanting to see, is that big finish. As we buck those guys off, they've got to finish it up to sell it for these judges to go ahead and mark them those 22.5, 23-point scores.
A lot of these bulls, when they come back from events, for the next 2 days, they're laid down, they're gassed, because it's a lot of abuse really on their feet, just standing in a trailer that long. When you can get them back in and get them in this pool, the next day or that following week per se, we're seeing a big difference in the bulls just having, rebounding a whole lot quicker.
There's lots of bull riders that'll pull a lot of rope. We want these bulls to be able to withstand that and have that air left, so when they're bucking there at that 6, 7, they're still as strong as they were at 2 or 3. This bull's been injured in the front left, and we're just now getting him back. He's probably about 2.5 weeks away from competition. So it's a bull that any other time it probably would have took him about 2 months, the vet said, to come back, and we've got him back in 30 days. Dr. Tim Everhart here in Canton, Texas is working with us, and then Dr. Willis, Lisa Willis over in Stephenville is working with us also.
With human athletes or humans in general, the bulls, as far as different bulls picking it up at different paces, it's no different, but we're seeing that 30 days kind of gets them broke in, starts to get them in that process, but the 60 to 90 day mark is really when we start to see a big difference as far as conditioning wise. Bulls that come in healthy conditioning, after 30 days they kind of get their win. It's a lot easier, but that 60 day mark, you can really see a big difference.
It keeps those bulls in condition. When they go in, you get all the dirt off of them, because if they don't go in when you don't wash them, because it'll get that pool filthy, and we need to keep that pool clean. So we clean them off with the water hose, and it gets all the dirt off of them.
Our bulls, when we come back from an event, you can see them lay down for 2 days just trying to get that soreness worked out of them, and just wore out, so 2 days. Now when we get back from an event, the next day we swim, and it works it right out, and these bulls are bucking and playing. I know a bull a while ago just swam. This bull's been here for 2.5 weeks. You saw when he come out, he bucked and played all the way back to his pen. Now the first 3 times we swam him, that bull was out of gas. So that tells me right there, hey, it's working. We're getting some air built up, and these bulls love it.
This is built for the bulls, for bettering these bulls and to give them a better chance in not getting injured and to recover from injuries, along with just the bettering of a condition, because condition has a big factor in how a bull performs. And we got a website, thebullpool.com, and you can go on it, and it lists my number as well as Marty Foutch's number, and you can call either one of us to set up a time if you don't already have a schedule, and that we're also open to swimming horses as well. So we just ask you give us a call, and we'll fit you in the schedule somehow or some way.